Hello and welcome to the Ad Hit Profits Opportunity Webinar, July 9th, 2013. This call will not be recorded. For a recorded opportunity webinar, please see our Ad Hit Profits YouTube channel. And here is yesterday's recorded opportunity webinar. Again, my name is Charles Scoville, and Ad Hit Profits has been one whirlwind after another since we launched April 8th, 2013. And just to show you who I am, this is our About page, and you can see a picture of myself and my son at any time. And if you need any help, you can always contact support. We're available, and we've been really good at returning our answers pretty quickly. I mean, especially recently as there's been very small amounts of glitches or problems, definitely within 24 hours. So if you have any questions, please get back with the person who invited you to this webinar. Visit our frequently asked questions, and you'll see that when you're contacting support that you'll be directed to the frequently asked questions or our common problems and solutions page. These are really great resources to help you get your answers faster than having to wait for a support ticket to be answered. Again, my name is Charles Scoville. A little bit of history about me online. I have been involved in income opportunity since back in 2008, and I became a strong builder within an opportunity back in 2009 and ranked actually one of the top referral contests of an opportunity at that time, and won a second place prize in that. Back in 2010, I decided to launch my own website, which was actually meant at first to grow another opportunity that I was in, but it was TVI PTC that I started, and that website is still there. It's been online and paying over 3 years, and so it's still online and there today. I actually have a number of different websites that have been online for years and years. So I mean, that's where I look with Ad Hit Profits. There's a lot of opportunities that sprout up. They're here today, gone tomorrow. Advertising resources that just sprout up. They're here for a short time. But with Ad Hit Profits, I am a legally registered business, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for years and years to come, and our services have definitely proven that. Just to talk a little bit about Ad Hit Profits and our services, let me show you a quick few testimonials about our services. Here's on our Ad Hit Profits Facebook page, and here's just some of these testimonials. Candace Keller says, I just got an email from a member of my team who placed her very first pay-per-click ad campaign today, and guess what? She received 3 paid sign-ups. Ad Hit Profits is the best place to advertise. Let's scroll up and see if we can find a few more. All right, let's see. Here's one. Darren Greer, my pay-per-click campaign so far displayed 1,600 times in 10 hours and already had 1 click-through. Let's take a look here and see what else is on there. Just started my 3rd banner campaign, 125 by 125 for $25 for my money-making program. In first 2 campaigns, I got 23 referrals, 12 of them invested. So referral commissions right now that he's displaying is $90.06, so he's definitely in profit for his campaigns there. Let's take a look here and see if we could just find a couple more as we're getting started. Jermaine says, share this, guys. The entire network marketing industry, money-making opportunity needs to know how good it really is to advertise on Ad Hit Profits. And that is just so true. So he's talking about in this one that he's gotten a couple of clicks. He's now got 3 clicks just within just a few hours, over 44,000 displays. Really great things going on with our advertising. Now, one of the things that I really want to stress on is that the richest people in the world control the majority of the world's wealth. And there's a reason for that, and that's because they're applying some very important things. When it comes to developing and growing wealth, there's a certain amount of education that you need to have for building wealth. And that education doesn't necessarily have to come within college or anything like that, or university, but definitely there is, if you're following Robert Kiyosaki, there's definitely an education for how to make money that obviously for a lot of people is not being taught in colleges, but is had within the industry that we're in. And that's where a lot of people are saying, wow, within the income industry, within the at-home industry, it's $1 billion industry, and more people are becoming millionaires online than they are working for someone else. So it's a very common thing that people say, you know what, I need to make more money. I need to either supplement my income because I'm not making enough at my regular 9 to 5. I am not making enough, or maybe they want to retire earlier, and so they want to actually create a full-time income from home, or they simply want to pay off some debt. So making more money is definitely a big thing, but what I want to stress here is that this 2%, they know something that the rest of the world does not fully apply. The same thing goes within why 97% fail in network marketing. It's the same kind of statistic. Whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to improve your golf swing, whatever it is that you are involved in, there's a percentage of people who start who fail. And it comes down to getting the right education and actually applying that education and then not giving up. So there's that whole thing there. So when it comes to making money online within any opportunity that you're involved, obviously people are missing the boat on something. And I'll tell you what that real secret is, and it has everything to do with advertising. Everything to do with advertising. If you haven't started advertising and you're in an income opportunity, then you are failing yourself. If you're involved in a making money opportunity that gives you better income with referrals and you haven't started referring, and you're saying to yourself that you can't, and that's why you haven't started, that's truly why you're failing and why you haven't started making a lot of money within whatever it is that you're involved. Because as someone who was making a full-time income before this opportunity started online, I know that the main reason why I was making that full-time income is because of my strategies with marketing online. And that's why I developed Ad Hit Profits, is because of the multiple different ways that it can help build your business and build your income. Now let me just show you a few different exchanges here. A lot of people that are getting involved with internet marketing are going to internet websites for advertising, and these are really great sites. I use them all. So I don't want this to come across like I am bashing them in any way, shape, or form. These are all quality traffic exchanges. The main reason why I'm showing you these is because these have been established long time, for years and years and years online. Easy Hits for You has been online since 2001. Now let me just show you our Alexa traffic ranking comparative to these top websites out there. Now here's Ad Hit Profits in the blue, and here's our blue line right here that's coming above Easy Hits for You that's been online for over 12 years. So I just want that to resonate with you, that they have been online for a very, very long time, and we have more traffic coming to our website than the popular traffic exchanges. So the thing that I really want to stress here is if you're failing within any kind of income opportunity or not making the kind of income that you want to make online, obviously you're going to need to buy advertising and brand yourself, stand out, gain that exposure, repeated exposure, advertise on multiple different advertising websites, and definitely, as I'm showing you this here, that Ad Hit Profits is a quality place for you to advertise. There's a lot of advertising websites out there to choose from. You'll definitely want to choose from the best. And Ad Hit Profits, we're finding out from our advertisers that they are actually ranking us among their best advertising websites when it comes to generating real results within any kind of income opportunity that you're involved. So that's where I see that Ad Hit Profits is not a competitor with other income opportunities. We're actually a platform to help you build other income opportunities. So no matter what it is that you're involved, you need to build it, you need to gain more referrals, you need to make more money, and that's exactly what AdHit Profits is here to do. So how many people really are coming to the AdHit Profits website? Just looking at Alexa traffic ranking alone, it's very difficult to see that. So AdHits is actually tracking that we are actually one of their top buys, their best buys right now. AdHit Profits is ranking as having over 253,000 unique daily page views, and what that means is unique daily different people. So we have different people from all over the world who are interested in income opportunities. Over 253,000 people have been coming to the AdHit Profits website. That is astounding. That's astounding. So if you are looking to build, then AdHit Profits is definitely a place that you want to go. Now, how AdHit Profits works, and I'll show you this here just real quickly, is that you're purchasing a $45 directory listing and receiving 1,000 visitors to your website. So you're actually then clicking 10 ads each day to qualify for your share in the day's revenue. So as you're clicking 10 ads, what that's doing in turn for you is bringing you thousands of unique and targeted proven buyers to your website. So these are targeted for income opportunities, people who are already believing in income opportunities. Obviously, they're on adhitprofits.com, and they are seeking to make more money. Obviously, people are saying that they're not making enough. Even though AdHit Profits has helped people generate incomes larger than they've ever made any other opportunity before, sometimes people are still saying that's not quite enough. Now let me show you something about AdHit Profits, is that we are generating revenues from lots of different revenue streams. So there's that directory listing with the website traffic that you're getting included, and then also you're getting that revenue share as all part of this purchase. Now there's additional services, forum advertising, where if you go to our forum, you will see that there are a list of other money-making opportunities that people can actually list in our forum. Now the great thing about our forum is because we are receiving such high traffic that we actually help people rank higher on Google search engines. So definitely take a look through this. If you have desired to increase your results within any opportunity, I would highly recommend purchasing one of these forum ads because of the number of reads and views that you get from that alone, as well as it does truly help your Alexa or your Google rankings. Now, another stream of revenue that we have, of course, are all these banners that you're seeing all over the website. And you see them all over, even on the bottom of each page. Throughout the members area, you'll see them, as well as when you're clicking on ads, you'll see an ad on the ads view frame. So there's lots of different streams of revenue that are coming through AdHit Profits. And in addition to the advertising services, we have some people who get involved with AdHit Profits who love the advertising services. They love sharing in revenues, but they don't really like clicking on ads. So what we do have is a vacation mode, which allows you to simply pay instead of clicking. And so you can just pay just a little bit more, and that'll make it so you don't have to click anymore on your ads for a week, and you can purchase as many vacation weeks as you would like. Now there's also a share auto repurchase, and what that does is it allows you to set your account on autopilot, so to speak, and decide at what level of account balance you want to have the system automatically purchase a share for you. Now the system will make that purchase for you at a quarter after the hour and a quarter till the hour. So if your revenue on your account reaches, say, $46 and you've set it to purchase a share when it reaches $46 at a quarter after, if your balance is at $46, the system will spend the $46 on a share. Now you'll notice that that's $1 more than the regular $45. That's a $1 convenience fee that's added to your purchase to help actually be shared with everybody else. So that releases you from having to log into your account and check your balance periodically. and allows you to continually to have the system repurchase for you without you having to check up on it. And then it also provides more revenues to share with everyone else. Now, one of the really great things about AdHit Profits is we do offer Easy Bonds. Easy Bonds is an up-and-coming processor. It's been online for over 10 years, but just as recently, within the last year or so, become a little bit more present within the income industry. Now, the great thing about Easy Bonds, actually there's a number of really great things about Easy Bonds, is they have a flat transaction fee of $2. So if you're looking at that, it can seem like, oh, that's a lot. Well, we'll take just a look at how much you're spending in your transaction fees with Payza or Solid Trust Pay, for example. We're actually seeing, believe it or not, more purchases coming through Easy Bonds now than we do coming through Payza because of Payza's large transaction fees. Now, Easy Bonds, when you're withdrawing with Easy Bonds, it's just $2 from your account balance on AdHit Profits, and then when you're sending your balance from your Easy Bond account to your bank, it's $1.50. That's a lot less expensive than withdrawing through a lot of these other processors, and it's a lot faster as well. People have said it processes about half the time that Solid Trust Pay processes their payouts to your bank. It's not a bank wire. It's an ACH, so it's like getting a direct deposit from your employer. So there's no additional fees when it reaches your bank. And another great thing there with that is it's faster, lower fees, and we are sharing the revenues from that transaction fee with you, because as they charge that $2 flat transaction fee, 25 cents of that is shared back with AdHit Profits, and that 25 cents goes straight into the revenue share pool for you and everyone else to share. So the more people that we have using AdHit Profit or Easy Bonds with AdHit Profits, the more people or the more revenues that we have to share. And so it is becoming more and more of a popular processor because of the faster withdrawals, because of the lower fees, and because it does help benefit AdHit Profits and help grow everyone's income all around. So as you're clicking these 10 ads every day to qualify for revenue shares, your position, no matter how many positions you have purchased, will continue to receive in-site revenues up until they reach $56.25. That's the maximum. And you can buy an unlimited number of shares. And of course, you can purchase unlimited amount of other advertising services, as all of these are here available for you. And I showed you before just the kind of results that our advertisers are getting. They're very, very happy with our advertising services. They're getting referrals to their other opportunities, they're building their lists, and they're making more money, as you can see through some of those testimonials. Now, sometimes people can say, uh-oh, AdHit Profits is great, I'm getting really great service, but I'm not really making as much as I'd like. And that's through the revenue sharing. What I want to point out here for you is that if you were to go and get a 5-year CD, and this is on bankrate.com, a 5-year CD, and it's showing here on today's rates as being a 1.25% after 5 years. And I don't know what your local bank's rates are. You might take a look into it. But one thing that you might want to really understand is that AdHit Profits is not an investment opportunity. We're not a bank. We're not returning any kind of fixed yield or anything like that. We are a revenue share. And so the amount of money that you're earning through revenues actually comes straight from revenues. Now, the benefit to you on that is we're not a Ponzi. A Ponzi, of course, will crash. And you can determine what a Ponzi is. Any kind of program, any opportunity that offers you a fixed daily rate, let's say 6.5% daily or 2% daily, you might see your account balance increase, and you might test out a few withdrawals and see that it's all working just fine. But as time presses on forward, even during a down market time, they're still awarding you that 6.5% to your account or that 2% account to your account. And if those kind of amounts are being awarded to everyone's account, then they actually don't have the money to back that up, which means that if everyone was to withdraw all at once, then they wouldn't have enough money to pay everyone. The great thing about ad hit profits is because first the money comes in for these quality services that people are buying and repurchasing because of the quality, then we're going to continually have more and more revenues that come in to share with you and everyone else. So as you continue to click your 10 ads every single day, no matter what those revenues amounts are, you're going to continue to receive a share of whatever that amount is. Now, in comparison with these other rates, 1.25% after 5 years, there are some people that are tracking maybe a percent in a day. So if you track that over 5 years, certainly with ad hit profits, you're going to be making a whole lot more. Even if our percentages daily are low, the great thing about that is if everyone was to cash out from ad hit profits all at once, they'd get paid. And that's something that in today's world, that says a lot, because there are so many opportunities where people are trying to make withdrawals and they're waiting months, they're waiting weeks, they're never going to get paid on some of those sites, unfortunately. So at least with ad hit profits, you have that peace of mind that whatever it is that you earn, you're always going to be able to get paid. Whenever you make that request for a withdrawal, you're always going to get it, unless for some reason you might have entered in the wrong payout details. So just make sure that with your Easy Bond account that you're using your Easy ID, not your username. Solid Trust Pay, you're using your Solid Trust Pay username that you used to make purchases. And with your Payza account, you use your Payza email address that you used to make purchases. And you'll have no trouble receiving those payments very fast. With Payza and Solid Trust Pay, it's instant. Easy Bonds, they don't have an instant option. So you'll be getting those payouts within 24 hours or less. And of course, like I said before, you'll be getting that money from your Easy Bond account to your bank in less time than the instant methods anyway. So it all works out well in the wash. So it looks like we've covered all of the information on how ad hit profit works and about the forum. We've talked about the frequently asked questions, how to contact support, and we've shared some testimonials. Let me switch over now real quickly for the next about 8 minutes or so and answer some questions of the people who have been on our call here real quick. All right, so the first question is, Charles, hi, Paul, I think the confidence is coming back and negativity is going, and please tell people it's a real business, it really pays, and there is nothing compared fair and true like ad hits. Thanks, Paul, for sharing that. The next question is, will I be notified when my shares mature, and will I be shown how to reinvest this money into new shares? I'm not finding much info on this subject. Rob, as far as when it comes to using the word reinvest, that's, of course, not a true word to be used within ad hit profits because it's not an investment. Excuse me. But as far as when your account, you can always go into My Revenue Shares, and you can view your own status of each of your shares. So you're not going to receive any kind of notification. I mean, with over 34,000 members, if we were to notify everybody via email, that would just really clog up the email system and slow down site productivity. So we definitely don't want to use our server resources simply for sending out those types of notifications. But you can always check and view that. And if you want, you can definitely set up that repurchase option, or you can always just log back in, and whenever you have an amount available to make a repurchase, you can make that repurchase. And if you have $45 available in your balance, you'll see your balance as being a purchase processor option. So it'll give you the balance and then the other 3 processors. Andrea, thank you very much for saying that. Really, really like Easy Bonds is what Andrea said. The next question says, can we control revenue faster or slower? Absolutely, Gigi. When it comes to revenues, this is all really in your and everyone else's hands on how much revenues come in. You guys can promote. I mean, with 34,000 members, if everyone was out there building up ad hit profits, imagine the kind of explosions we would be having. And that's exactly what was going on for about the first 3 months. There was just some fear and uncertainty and doubt that was being published through some of the forums. But you're right. Earlier, Paul was saying that confidence is coming back because there were a lot of false claims, things like we weren't paying, and of course people were like, ooh, let's test it out. So they've been testing it, they've been getting paid instantly, and so you're right. I think that a lot of that confidence is coming back as people are seeing that those false claims of these forums and groups and things online were merely just plain false, flat out wrong. And at Hit Profits, we're not going anywhere. So, I mean, if you go somewhere else, that's up to you. But if you're involved in income opportunities, why fail online when you can advertise with a website that has all this traffic? I mean, truly. I mean, especially when the advertisers are really seeing results. And just to compare with the payment processors, I mean, just let me submit the results here so you can see. At Hit Profits is getting a lot more traffic than the payment processors. So just imagine for just a moment if you were to have a banner on Payza.com or on SolidTrustPay.com or EgoPay.com. Just imagine that for just a minute. Wouldn't that be an excellent way to boost your business? Now that's where At Hit Profits is so great, is that you can actually advertise on a website that has such high traffic that people are truly seeing great results. All right, so the next question is, let's see the chart how higher or lower changed. I don't really have a chart for that. I know that they've had some of those on a number of different Facebook groups, but I don't have that readily available today. The next question is there a way for us to access the monthly charts you use to show the percentages for each day's activity? Can you show the one for this month like you did yesterday? Let me see if I can just pull that up then. I mean, I think it's on the Facebook group. Except for that's not the updated one. I'm not too sure where. I remember seeing it on a number of different groups. Let me see if I can find it on another At Hit Profits group real quick. Looks like that's a weekly one, but not the most up to date. I just can't find it. I mean, that's where I've just been getting it myself, is just from Facebook. But I saw one that somebody was publishing that showed, oh, here it is. So here's the results up until the 8th. So today being the 9th, it's not showing the 9th, but you can see where we introduced the pay-per-click advertising. You can see how it's gone up. Here's a weekend. Naturally, the weekends we've always had lower revenues on the weekends, and then come Monday, it does show that we had some higher revenues. So just like what I've been saying before, is this is a real revenue share, and real services being offered, real advertisers in money that we're sharing. So let's see, the next question is, Charles, check your Facebook inbox. I sent you some useful information. And just to let you know, my Facebook box gets filled up so large. I mean, I have over 5,000 friends. So if I don't receive your message on Facebook, it's nothing personal. I would definitely recommend, if you have something that you really need to get to me, to send it through support, and they'll forward it on to me if it's something that you really feel is going to be necessary. The next question is, hi Charles, I have a great idea for our great business. Wouldn't it be a nice idea to install a sort of dividends payout at the end of each month in combination with mandatory purchase of pay-per-click? The main thing that I really want to stay away from is mandatory purchases. I've definitely had a lot of people say that they really love At Hit Profits because there's no monthly fees and there's no recurring charges and no responsibility that people have to pay or they don't get paid, those types of things. I mean, they've been involved in a lot of other opportunities that have those requirements, and they really see that At Hit Profits is a breath of fresh air where they have full control over their own ad campaigns and over what kind of income they make. And because of that, it's actually quite interesting. People are making more purchases that way overall. So, I mean, I don't really see the need to put any kind of mandatory purchase requirement. because I really want to just state the values and the benefits of using ad hit profits advertising. Let the results speak for themselves, and the people who want to use them, use them. The people who don't want to use them, they don't have to. But definitely, if you're going to be buying a revenue share, you're already buying advertising service on ad hit profits, which has been tracked and tested versus other traffic exchanges, and we provide better results. And I believe that's because the members who are clicking on other ads are proven buyers. A lot of the traffic exchanges out in the world, people are not proven buyers, and there's a lot of other people who are there who are just free members, and they try to remain free, and they try not to spend money. But the people on ad hit profits all have proven to have the power to spend a little bit of money. So I think that's why people are experiencing greater results on ad hit profits versus other exchanges. So the next question is, could you please say it a bit slower, the different ways of withdrawals and whether you use ID number or username, etc.? Sure, Francis. I'm sorry that before I was so fast. With Easy Bonds, you'll want to use your Easy ID. So that's an ID number. And that's something that if you use Easy Bonds, when you log into your Easy Bond account, you'll see your name, and then it'll say your Easy ID number. That's the number that you'll want to enter in if you're using Easy Bonds for withdrawals. If you're using Solid Trust Pay, then you'll use the username of your Solid Trust Pay account. So when you log into Solid Trust Pay, you're entering in your username and password. So use your username as where you'll be withdrawing your funds when using Solid Trust Pay. There are some people who enter in their email address or maybe some digits. I don't know what digits those are, but it's got to be the Solid Trust Pay username. And then with Payza, it's got to be the email address that you use to log in to Payza. Or any of the emails that you have on your profile will work as well. If you have multiple different profiles or multiple email addresses on your account, any of your email addresses on that account or associated with that account should work. Just make sure that when you're making a withdrawal that you're using the exact same email address with Payza that you used for your first purchase. There's been a lot of crackdown within the industry on anti-money laundering, and it's come to our attention within the last couple of weeks that we need to be more compliant with those anti-money laundering regulations. And so it benefits in more than one way. Not only does this help protect your account against hackers, but also helps ensure that we're not going to get shut down by regulators. So make sure that you're only entering in the same processor details that were used when you made a purchase on the site. The next question might not be a question, but it's God bless you, and we hope to see the business grow even greater than it was even the last months ago. I certainly hope so as well. Let's see, the next question is, how do I invite someone to this daily webinar you are doing as I need to log in to connect? Yes, when you log in, there's a link. You can share that link with anybody that you want to have come to these opportunity webinars. Growth restarting, we need to build momentum. Absolutely. I believe that the more people that recognize the sheer value of the advertising services, then we're all going to see a lot better things all around. And it's showing that I've reached the end of the questions. Definitely thank you all for spending time with Ad Hit Profits. The next question is, can I ask you why you don't remove the Pay It Forward button? You know, it's something that I'm looking into with the anti-money laundering policies and regulations. It doesn't look like it's required for that, but if you have been paid it forwarded, I guess that's the word, pay it forwarded, then you'll need to make at least one purchase from your processor just to give that identity on your account of which processor we need to send the money. The next, I guess there's one question is, I just saw a bug walking around on Ad Hit Profits back office. Dave, that's someone's very unique and interesting, very, very great idea, I guess. It's their banner advertisement. It's their 125 by 125 banner ad. All right, well, thank you very much for being Ad Hit Profits, being here today with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.